Welcome to Beards, Biceps, Beliefs, and Sometimes Bourbon, where you will hear all about how to remove the roadblocks in your life so you can achieve the success you want in your career, business, fitness, and relationships. And also, my favorite bourbon tastings. Hello, I'm Scott Romijn, and welcome to Beards, Biceps, Beliefs, and Sometimes Bourbon. Today we're going to talk about the foundation of what successful people focus on for themselves. There are some basics which we start with, and continually work on, and always go back to when something is not going right. This is our life success flywheel, and I'm going to break it down to you for a bit today, okay? There are 6 points in the flywheel: sleep, water, nutrition, exercise, mindset, and stress. When all 6 of these are being managed correctly, we will be functioning at a very highly and as an individual, and we're better poised and open to taking on new opportunities. Perform better on a daily basis, physically and mentally, and as well, having better relationships. When we have these 6 things under control, we have removed a lot of the roadblocks that are holding us back from having and achieving the extraordinary life that we deserve. Let's dig into those 6 things a little bit, okay? Starting with sleep. We look for a minimum of 6 hours a day, ideally 8, 9 hours. That's when we're sure that we can recover correctly. We should ideally be asleep between the hours of 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., as these are when our bodies optimally recover. Sleep is necessary for recovery, not just for working out, but also for daily function. Your brain and body do this without you even knowing. This is called our innate intelligence. That's how we live. The lack of sleep increases the injury and illness exponentially when we don't get enough sleep, okay? So number 1 is sleep. 2, water. Ideally, we should drink half our body weight in ounces. So if you weighed 200 pounds, you'd need 100 ounces. That's equal to about 6 bottles of water a day, okay? Those regular normal water bottles we think of. If you're not doing that, just start with a little extra in the morning. I always tell people just an extra 3 ounces in the morning to get you started because you're dehydrated and wake up. And that'll be a great start to getting more water down, okay? Water is also found in the food we eat, especially fruits and vegetables. So important that we get those in daily. 60% of our body is made up of water. It's vital for many reactions in the body. I've had people tell me that they don't drink any water. Imagine how poorly your body is functioning. A simple way to tell if you're not getting enough water, if you feel thirsty, you're dehydrated. If you're working out, you'll probably need an additional 2 to 3 bottles of water on top of what you're already drinking. So make sure that you take that into effect, okay? Number 3, nutrition. It's probably the hardest one for most people. It's very simple, but at the same time, it's very difficult, okay? We fall into routines that are hard to break. We know we should not drink this or eat that, but we still do it anyways. It's very easy to go through a drive-through. Your food is ready by the time you get to the window, and from order to eaten, it's about 10 minutes, and it's pretty cheap. So, in eating healthy, I want you to start with thinking about these 3 simple things. Eat 3 times a day. If you don't, it's hard to get your caloric intake in. We require a certain amount of calories for our body to function. If we don't get those in, we don't work properly. Second, eat a piece of fruit a day. I'm not talking with every meal. Just make sure you get one piece of fruit in a day, okay? And eat a handful of vegetables. I talk to some people, they don't eat any fruits or vegetables ever, all right? Make sure we get that. So 3 meals, one piece of fruit, handful of vegetables to start with. Give that a few weeks, see how you feel. I guarantee you'll feel a little better, have more energy, and be less grumpy. When you have that down, then we'll move on to the next thing, okay? But that's a great starting point. Exercise. One of the best phrases I've ever heard is motion is medicine. We as human beings need to exercise, and it should be part of our daily routine. Not every workout or exercise needs to be as hard as you possibly can go. Going for a walk, like walking the dog, is great. Lifting 3-pound dumbbells is great. We all have different goals in different stages of our life. So there are lots of different types of exercises and place to go. So just do something. If you don't know what to do, it's easy. Hire a coach, hire a trainer, okay? Once you start doing this, your body will start to feel even better. Remember, just keep in motion. All right, next, that's number 4. This is number 5, mindset, all right? We have 50 to 80,000 thoughts a day to go through our head, and they're all telling us negative things or telling us not to do what we should be doing. Just sit on the couch, eat that piece of pizza, drink that beer, all right? So we have to work on having a positive mindset. This starts with not blaming somebody else for your negative thoughts or looking to someone else to give you a positive mindset. It comes from you. Start by limiting social media. Okay, there's a lot of bad stuff out there. There's a lot of good stuff. If you put positive things on your social media, you'll start to be positive about it. Delete people who are negative. It's one of the best things I've ever done is unfollow. Then they don't know you deleted them, but it's a sneaky way. But unfollow. You don't have to read their stuff anymore. Start reading more. Start surrounding yourself with positive people or people who you would like to be like, who you want to emulate. Listen to positive podcasts, right? Lots of things to get you thinking the right way. Another one is watch the words you speak. When you speak negatively, it comes out negatively, all right? We don't want that. It can influence how you act and feel. Life's a roller coaster, ups and downs. There's always going to be hard situations that you'll have to deal with, but enjoy the ups and look for the lessons taught in the downs, all right? So it's okay to have failures. We learn from those. What experiences have you gained from those challenges? This will make you more equipped to handle things in the future when they pop up. You've already experienced it and learned how to deal with it. Okay, you can vent, but no complaining, all right? Once you stop doing these things, you'll start to feel a lot better and be very aware of what you feed your positive mindset with and what detracts from it, okay? Number 6, stress. What causes stress? Well, money, work, family, health, and relationships. That pretty sums up all of them. If we have all of the other 5 points in check that we've talked about on the flywheel, we'll be able to handle stress way more better, okay? Communication is one of the biggest causes of stress in most situations. By understanding how to communicate better and receive communication, we'll have much better relationships with our spouse, friends, kids, coworkers, siblings, and parents, all right? To be a good communicator, you must be a good listener. Talk less and listen more. When you get stressed or have anxiety or fear, we often retreat, when actually we should be doing the opposite of that. We should be challenging the situation and working on a solution. The only way is through, okay? You've got to work through the problem and get through it to get to the other side. Or you continually working on that same stressful situation time and time again, and we don't want that. How do you know if you're stressed, right? Some people say they don't get stressed, but there's some simple ways to feel that your body exhibits those symptoms. We get that gut-wrenching feeling in our stomach, increased heart rate, blood pressure, sweating, anxious, nervous feelings. Those are all symptoms of stress. So just to kind of review our flywheel, we're starting with small steps in each category. This will get your success moving in the right direction. You need to build new habits, and that takes time. Focusing on these 6 points will get you there, okay? So little steps in sleep, water, nutrition, exercise, mindset, and stress. This will put you on the path to success and a healthy life, okay? Awesome. So we're gonna talk a little bit about our whiskey bourbon sampling today. It's Pendleton Rye, aged 12 years. It's Canadian. I like Pendleton. This just happens to be a little longer age. They have different ones. Make sure you get yourself a good glass. This is a Hermes glass, if you look it up. I like a nice thick bottom, very thin top to drink out of. Usually I like it on the rocks. Today we're just gonna do neat. I also have a book here that we're gonna learn together about the world of whiskey. My wife gave me this as a present. She knows I like whiskey, so we're gonna take a little clip out of that today. So let's take a little pour of our Pendleton Rye. Take a little sampling. Cheers. Whenever I'm sampling a whiskey or bourbon, I always like to try it neat before it gets a little watered down by the rocks. It's very smooth. Recommend it. I don't know how to describe flavors yet, but we'll work on that, okay? So thank you, Pendleton, 12 year. So there are 9 stages to making whiskey, okay? And we're just touch on those. Malting, mashing, fermenting, distilling, the cut, filling in the casks, maturation, blending, and bottling. So maybe next time we'll touch on some of those and what they actually mean and how this deliciousness is made. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure you subscribe, leave a review, share with a friend. If there's anything I could do to help, please reach out. We will see you on the next episode of Beards, Biceps, Beliefs, and Sometimes Bourbon.